What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam. I am here with another video, so let's get right into it because I have a banger for y'all. Hopefully one of my best episodes ever. So let's get into it. We kick it off with a 95 rating. Maya Awatani is in the ring. She says that she's surprised that Black Lotus is back. Awatani says she'll do anything and everything in her power to stop Black Lotus because she's bad news. She's nothing but darkness. Maya says she has Io's back. Rhea Ripley comes on. She says she doesn't care about the history between Mayu, Io, and Lotus. She only cares about that women's championship. Rhea tells Maya that she better clutch that title for as long as she can before it gets swallowed up in the riptide. Maya tells Rhea that she had her chance to be champion. She failed. Maya says she isn't going to pull Rhea Ripley and lose when it matters. Maya tells Rhea to bring it on because in a month's time, Rhea's going to be the one looking at the lights. 70. In a decent match, Hiromu Takahashi defeated Chris Dijak at 12:50 by pinfall with the Fisherman Suplex. Hiromu Takahashi 78, Chris Dijak 62. So yeah, nice little introductory feud for Hiromu Takahashi, and he went ahead and beat Chris Dijak. 70 rated match, pretty good. 78 for him, 78 rated for Hiromu, and 62 for Chris Dijak. 61. Renee says she knows that beautiful people's games. And Renee comes up to Lita and says that she knows the beautiful people's games. They're going to make it a handicap match since they didn't specify what type of match is going to be. Renee says she wants to fight alongside Lita here tonight. And Lita appreciates the heads up and says that Renee can join her. 60 in a terrible match. Well, I won't call it terrible. Santos Escobar defeated EJ Nunca in 609 by pinfall, the bridging German suplex. Santos Escobar, no one can touch me. 66. EJ Nduka, 44. 86. So Santos has Legato by his side, and Keith Lee's in the crowd watching this. And Santos tells Keith that his title will soon be coming to the Emperor of Lucha Libre. Escobar knows that Keith Lee is great, and that's why he has to beat him. Santos says Keith Lee can only take that championship so far, while Santos can make the championship, limitless. So little dig at Keith Lee right there using his own catchphrase against him, but Santos says, I need that championship because on the shoulders of Keith Lee, it's good. But Santos Escobar, it could be great, it could be limitless. 78. So Ilya Dragunov is in the gym overseas with Killian Dane, Marcel Bartel, and Alexander Wolf. Ilya tells Tyler and King that they perfect their craft even though we're not booked on the show. Marcel tells him that they are the best pure wrestlers on the roster, and they'll show it next week when they put their foot on the chest of King and base lifeless bodies next week. Dane says, be ready because destruction is upon you two. Tyler Bate and Brody King have their own video to respond to this and says, King has his shades on and says, I know people like you, Ilya. You think you're a main eventer, but you're really a mid-carder at best. King says, that little monster in Dane that you have, I've beaten him already. I'm not scared of him. You guys are in the way of my destiny in order of my way to prove that I'm one of the best in the company, maybe in the world, and that means I have to get rid of you. Bate says, next week, boys, you two versus us two. Ilya, just wait. I'll show you that I never needed your group in the first place. 29, not great. But in the abysmal match, yeah, that's abysmal. Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Morgan Webster by pinfall with underhanded tactics. Brian Pillman 34, Morgan Webster 44. Yeah, not really good match, so let's get over that. 29 rated match, not good. And it didn't click. 52, hopefully that can help us recover. But Brian Pillman Jr. wins by cheating. He and Arya Daivari beat down Morgan Webster, but Mark Andrews comes down and cracks both men in the back with the steel chair. Then he gives Brian a 450. He's about to do the same for Arya, but Malcolm pulls him out of the ring. So Brian Pillman Jr. is laid out, but Malcolm can only save Arya Daivari. But Subculture do get a measure of, they get a little bit of revenge for Mark gets some revenge for Morgan Webster because Brian Pillman Jr. cheated to beat him. 64. Alyssa Flash defeated Casey Catanzaro at 10-10 by submission. Alyssa Flash 78. That's amazing. Casey Catanzaro 35. 78. So this is where it gets interesting. So Tegan, Andy, and Kylie Ray stand on the rampway with Alyssa Flash in the ring. It looks like all three women are about to gang up on Alyssa Flash. But then out of nowhere, Kylie throws Indy Hartwell in the steel post. Then she kicks Tegan in the face, and the crowd is stunned. Kylie Ray turned on Tegan and Indy. Alyssa Flash smiles. Kylie Ray and Alyssa Flash leave together. So yeah, I've been kind of teasing it, and I kind of pulled the trigger on it tonight. And yes, Kylie Rae is a heel, even though she's the bubbly baby face. We'll see what we can do with her in the heel turn. But interesting. 67, Yuri Kasumatsu defeated Shane Thorne in 757 by pinfall at the 5-star clutch. Yuri 72, Shane Thorne 51. 79, Yuri says, Ace and Jake, you cost me my title, and now you're going to feel my pain. So Yuri Kasumatsu's not done with Ace Austin and Jake something. It looks like that feud is far from over. 83, so Elena and Skylar are seen rolling on the ground on the rampway. Utami, Jungle, and Kimiko stand over their prone bodies. Black Lotus is behind all three women with the mic. She says, Kimiko told you I would come to NXT sooner rather than later. I tried warning you, Io. You were once my greatest student, the fiercest warrior in the Black Lotus triad. I gave you everything and you turned on me. I've been plotting my revenge for the longest. I sent Kimiko to gain your trust. I wanted her to attack you from behind when y'all had a friendship, but you turned her away after a while. That made it even better. You see, Hitokati? My bad. Your name's Io now. You took my knowledge and won championships without giving me a thank you. You, Kyrie, and Mike all took my knowledge and went on to do great things. You left me in the shadows. No longer. I decided to raise a new and better group. Better than the BLT. Not Bacon, Lettuce, Tomato, but the Black Lotus Triad. We are now the blood of the dragon. Durgan Barada. We show no mercy. Lotus signals and Utami then spears Skylar over the barricade. 90. So Jungle and Kimiko powerbomb Skylar on the concrete. Black Lotus says, Io, we're going to take everything you love and rip it away from you. And then they have a little match here tonight against Hikari and Shoko Nakajima. Kamiko Asahara and Utami Hayashishida defeated Hikari and Shoko Nakajima when Kamiko Asahara pinned Hikari with the Crash Rabbit Heat. Utami 59, Kamiko 63, Hikari 40, and Shoko Nakajima 48. But Durgan Barado's just doing amazing, right? Well, Durgan is just, we don't know Durgan Barado. But yes, sirree. But I'm so happy to have Black Lotus in here. I've been planning that for months now, and I'm so happy that I finally get to show y'all what actually happened and who is she. She was Black Lotus Triad, and Durgan Barado sounds like an awesome name. And now they're the new generation Black Lotus Triad, maybe eventually. But interesting enough, she mentioned Mayu Iwatani, and Mayu is on the same brand as Io, and Io and Mayu, friends since they were in the Black Lotus Triad, and now Mayu says that she'll help Io, but Rhea is Mayu's main problem right now, so it is interesting enough. Also, Io wasn't here tonight, but I had to put her on screen in order to get a good rating, so they're not cheating, but a little. But Pete Dunne is seen in the gym in the UK. Pete Dunne is training with Robbie Brookside as his coach. Pete Dunne is bench pressing. He's jumping over boxes and other series of workouts. Robbie Brookside is teaching Pete Dunne new holds and new grappling moves. Pete Dunne is seen wrestling Robbie, doing those techniques that he was taught. Pete says, Khabib, I'm coming for you. So, yep, Robbie Brookside is an agent. I said, his daughter is Brookside from the UK, so I'm pretty sure he's from the UK as well. So I said, why not have an Englishman be the coach for the Englishman? And I'm treating this like a real, sporting event, where a real sporting matchup where Pete Dunne is training to fight Khabib and Robbie is his coach. 69, Lita comes out for her match against the Beautiful People, but Renee's theme hits. We see her laid out with Madison Rayne standing over her, and Rayne says, Lita, you thought you were so smart, didn't you? So it looks like Lita's going to have to go at it alone. 3v1 wasn't the best match, but in a abysmal match, the Beautiful People defeated Lita in a handicap match in 704 when Chelsea pinned Lita. Lita 50, Chelsea Green 44, Paris 28, and Ty 31. Yep, this match wasn't good, but all I wanted to do was bring in Lita and have her put over the Beautiful People. And this segment is where things get combustible. So Chelsea Chelsea Tay and Paris win the match. That's not enough because Tay and Paris continue to beat down Lita. Tay kicks Lita in the face with the knee, and then Paris super kicks her. Madison comes down and tells them that she's had enough. You've beaten her. You already proven your point. But Chelsea pushes her out the way. They clear the announcer's table. Beth tries to intervene because, Beth, she's on the announcer's table, and she has this little issue with the beautiful people and how they do things. But Chelsea shoves her down, rendering Beth Phoenix out of the equation. She just shoves and pushes Beth Phoenix, and she pushes her out the way. Chelsea, Tay, and Paris give Lita a shield-style powerbomb through the announcer's table. Lita's just out cold, and the crowd is shocked because out of all the beautiful people's entrance, I think this is the most egregious. Madison checks on Lita, and Rain looks concerned, and Chelsea tells Madison to leave her alone. It's time to go. And Chelsea tells Madison again, it's time to go. It's time to go. And she says this a couple times over before Madison does leave. My goodness, what is happening here? This situation is getting interesting. Getting heated too. This should have been the main event, now looking at it. About to have decent reaction from the crowd, but didn't have much heat. Dragon Lee and Trey Miguel defeated Leon Ruff and Warhorse when Dragon Lee pinned Warhorse with the Operation Dragon. This should have been the main event. This should have been the main event. This should have been the main event. Dragon Lee 94, Trey Miguel 76, Warhorse 48, and Leon Ruff 52. But man, I was hoping that I was debating because I know Warhorse and Leon Ruff, they kick out some decent ratings, but not main event ratings yet. I was like, oh, should this be the main event? And this should have been the main event. Man. But Dragon Lee's performance stood out. Trey Miguel with a really good rating, and Warhorse and Leon Ruff for where they are right now and how I've been pushing them, or the lack of push. Now they're in storylines and stuff. Not bad ratings. 83. Trey Miguel and Dragon Lee celebrate their tie victory here tonight. Dragon Lee looks at the title while they're celebrating. Trey Miguel looks and gives a side eye towards Dragon Lee. So even though they won here tonight, you still know what the deal is. Dragon Lee says he wants that title, and Trey Miguel's not dumb. He's not stupid. He knows that Dragon Lee wants that title, and he's keeping an eye on him. 82. So TEW Dash was having a photo shoot, and we hear the sound of lights bursting in the background. The lights go off for the photo shoot. It's pitch black darkness. Then eventually the lights come back on. TEW asks, what the H is going on here? And what the H was that? She walks away from the photo shoot, says, this is too weird for me. But a few seconds pass, and the camera pans to see Rosemary walking up to the photo shoot where TEW stood, with Jessica Havoc bloodied and laid out. 75, decent match, but Dragon Lee, Trey Miguel versus Leon Ruff and Warhorse should have been the main event. But I'm not going to complain. In a decent match, Adam Cole defeated Boa in 1344 by pinfall with the flying crossbody. During the match, we also had James Drake run in and attack Boa. 85 for Adam Cole, Boa 47. 75. James Drake attacks Boa and throws him into the crowd. Kushida tries to fight back, but the numbers game is too much for him. Grizzled young veterans give Kushida a ticket to Mayhem. 95, okay. So Adam Cole picks up the win here tonight, but he turns around into a phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. AJ tells Adam that, do I have your attention now? I try to be respectful, but you want the vicious AJ Styles, the Bullet Club leader AJ Styles. Fine, you got him. So AJ stands tall as Adam Cole is on the ground holding his jaw. So Adam Cole wasn't really giving AJ Styles any attention. He said, I don't want to have this match against you. I know I can beat you, but beating you does nothing for me right now as I'm trying to get championships. AJ Styles said, okay, I might go ahead and get championships too if you don't want to fight me. But it looks like AJ Styles is so obsessed with trying to get that match against Adam Cole. And I don't think this is a heel turn for AJ Styles. I think it's just sending a message to Adam Cole saying, hey, I attacked you now. You probably want revenge. So now can we have that match? So this is really just AJ Styles getting some attention or trying to get the attention of Adam Cole. Great rating here tonight. And we get an 83 rated match. So tell me what you thought down below. I think my favorite part was the whole Black Lotus triad thing because I watched some Lucha Underground. I know what history Mayu, Io, Black Lotus have, and now we have Utami Hayashishida, Jungle Kiona, Kamiko Asahara are now the new proteges of Black Lotus. And we have Dorgan Barado trying to take out one of the fiercest warriors, quote unquote, in the East, and Io Shirai. She probably is. And Io Shirai. And it looks like Black the old generation of Black Lotus Triad is trying to be taken out by the new generation of Black Lotus Triad, but not that name, but the name is Duragon Barada, Dragon's Blood. I like that name. And we just had a great show. Tennille, Rosemary, what the heck is happening there? Kylie Ray turned heel. We have the beautiful people just crossing the line. AJ Styles getting the attention of Adam Cole. We got Santos Escobar telling Keith Lee that I can make the television championship limitless. Hiromu Takahashi and Chris Dijak had an amazing match. So tell me what you thought down below, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.